Welcome to another Cakeland's Coaches Sports preseason interview. Carrie Sheets, the head volleyball coach of the Oakley Plainsmen, joins us. Brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas and many businesses throughout the Oakley area. And Coach, what do you expect in a general sense this year? I expect to see a lot of growth from a bunch of young girls. You know, youth sometimes can make it for an interesting season, but if you want to know more about what she expects from Oakley High School volleyball, you can catch it at openspacessports.com. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the youth and inexperience. You lost 7 seniors, I think you told me before we did the interview.
Yes.
Last year that were a valuable part of your team that had quite a bit of success. You got on a big-time roll. If you look at leadership right now, where do you think that would come from?
I have 1 senior on the team, and I think she's going to step into that role and help these younger girls grow very well.
What about your schedule? Is it similar to a year ago? You've gone to the Mid-Continent League. Does that mean your volleyball schedule has changed some?
Not so much this year. We're still finishing out the contracts that were on the rotation, and then next year that'll change, but our schedule this year will still be pretty much like it was last year.
Other than you will probably participate in the Mid-Continent League tournament,
yes,
I would guess?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about some of your younger kids. Have come up from the middle school that are obviously freshmen. How many numbers do you have out there, and break that down a little bit if you can?
We should have around 20 girls, give or take. We have our first practice tonight, so there'll be 1 senior, maybe 2. We had a new girl moving in. Then we've got 3 juniors, and the rest are all freshmen and sophomores.
Your style of play, how would you characterize it? I mean, what do you think your strength is as a volleyball team?
Our strength this year I expect to be our net play and blocking, and we're going to work on our defense and getting our good passes so we can get some attacks, but blocking is going to be our strong point this year.
When you look at tournaments that you go to, every team has it seemed like a Saturday tournament, a couple, 2 or 3 of them actually, as a matter of fact. Have a lot of quads and triangulars too, of course. The Oakley Invitational has been a rich tradition. I assume you'll expect that again this year and the teams that are coming in?
Yeah, we have Tribune's not coming this year. Hugoton's going to come up for that tournament, so there'll be some new faces, but we have Colby and Goodland and Scott City and Quinner and Lakin. We have some strong teams here. And
you go to Holcomb, I think, for a tournament, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
That's usually a pretty good tournament?
It is there. It plays as a round robin, so it's a good experience and playing time for the girls.
Now, last year, if I remember correctly, your first year as the head coach of the Lady Plainsmen volleyball team. Give us a sense of how it went. Was it different than you thought it might be? Obviously, coaches sometimes have to deal with stress. You know, how stressful was it? How much did you like it?
It was stressful, but I loved it. I mean, the girls embraced another new coach. I was the seniors' 3rd head coach since they've been in high school, and they took everything that I had with open arms and ran with it, and we had a pretty good successful year. We were hoping we had a good chance to make it out of sub-state into state, but we fell short down at sub-state. But it was a very good year, and the girls did some really good things I was proud of.
So now it's a building process for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, listen, good luck to you.
Thank you.
The Oakley Plainsmen will be covering Oakley, of course. Open Spaces Sports will throughout the year. You can catch all the action on Open Spaces Sports. Reporting for Open Spaces Sports from Oakley, Kansas, this is Rich Hill.